Welcome to our countdown of the 10 best places to visit in Europe. Packing your bags and hopping across the pond is a traveler's dream, and for good reason. Europe is a treasure chest of diverse cultures, fascinating history, and breathtaking scenery. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or an adventure seeker, Europe has something for everyone. On our travels together, we'll wander through ancient ruins, marvel at architectural masterpieces, and savor the flavors of local cuisines. We'll uncover hidden gems and share practical tips to make the most of your European adventure. So, grab your travel journal, dust off your backpack, and let's dive into the best that Europe has to offer. Paris, this city of lights twinkles with a timeless charm. It's a place where romance hangs in the air like the aroma of freshly baked croissants. And speaking of croissants, be sure to grab one or two from a local boulangerie. They'll redefine your definition of delicious. Now, no trip to Paris is complete without a visit to the Eiffel Tower. But don't just stand beneath it, take the time to ascend to the top. As you gaze out at the cityscape, you'll understand why Paris is called the City of Lights. And if you're lucky enough to be in Paris after sunset, stick around for the magical light show. From the Eiffel Tower, we'll stroll along the Seine River, soaking up the ambience of street musicians and artists. Be sure to pause on one of the many bridges and watch the boats glide by. It's the perfect spot for a photo op or a moment of quiet reflection. Next, we'll delve into the heart of Paris at the Louvre Museum. Home to masterpieces like the Mona Lisa and Venus de Milo, the Louvre is a crash course in art history. Don't be overwhelmed by its grandeur. Take your time and wander through the galleries, allowing yourself to be captivated by the works of masters. Finally, no visit to Paris is complete without a wander through the charming streets of Montmartre. This historic neighborhood is home to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, which sits atop a hill offering stunning panoramic views of the city. Afterwards, explore the labyrinthine alleys filled with art studios, cafes, and the sweet melodies of accordions. Welcome to Rome, a city steeped in history, where ancient ruins stand as testaments to a glorious past. Walking through Rome is like stepping back in time. You can practically hear the echoes of gladiators in the Colosseum and the whispers of emperors in the Roman Forum. Speaking of the Colosseum, this iconic amphitheatre is a must-see. Imagine the roar of the crowd and the clash of swords as gladiators battled for glory. It's a truly awe-inspiring experience to stand within its walls and imagine the spectacles that once unfolded there. Next, we'll venture into the heart of the Catholic world, Vatican City. Home to the Pope and the awe-inspiring St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican is a place of grandeur and spiritual significance. Be sure to spend some time admiring Michelangelo's masterpiece, the Sistine Chapel. It's a sight that will leave you speechless. But Rome isn't just about ancient history. It's also a city that knows how to enjoy life. And what better way to experience the Italian zest for living than through its food? Indulge in a traditional Roman pizza, savor the creamy delight of pasta carbonara and top it off with a scoop of gelato while enjoying the lively atmosphere of a piazza. Before we leave Rome, make a wish at the Trevi Fountain, toss a coin over your shoulder, and ensure you'll return to this captivating city. Barcelona, the vibrant capital of Catalonia, is a city that ignites the senses. From the whimsical architecture of Antoni Gaudi to the tantalizing flavors of Catalan cuisine, Barcelona is a feast for the eyes and the taste buds. Our journey begins with the Sagrada Familia, Gaudi's unfinished masterpiece. This basilica is a whimsical fusion of Gothic and Art Nouveau styles, with its towering spires and intricate facades. Be sure to step inside and be awestruck by the play of light through the stained glass windows. Next, we'll wander through Park Güell, another Gaudi masterpiece. This whimsical park is a wonderland of colorful mosaics, serpentine benches, and panoramic city views. It's the perfect place to relax, soak up the sun, and get lost in Gaudi's imagination. No trip to Barcelona is complete without experiencing the lively atmosphere of La Rambla. This tree-lined pedestrian street is a hub of activity, with street performers, flower stalls, and cafes spilling out onto the sidewalks. It's a great place to people watch and soak up the energy of the city. For a taste of Catalan culture, venture into the Gothic Quarter. This historic neighborhood is a maze of narrow streets, medieval buildings, and hidden squares. Be sure to sample some local specialties like paella, tapas, and crema catalana. As the sun sets, head to the beach and experience Barcelona's vibrant nightlife, whether you're looking for a lively bar, a trendy club, or a romantic beachfront restaurant. Barcelona has something for everyone. Amsterdam, the charming capital of the Netherlands, is a city that embraces its canals, celebrates its artistic heritage, and peddles its way to a relaxed and efficient lifestyle. One of the best ways to experience Amsterdam is from the water. Hop aboard a canal cruise and glide through the city's picturesque waterways. You'll pass under charming bridges, admire the gabled houses that line the canals, and get a unique perspective on this captivating city. Next, we'll delve into history at the Anne Frank House. This poignant museum tells the story of Anne Frank, a young Jewish girl who kept a diary while hiding from the Nazis during World War II. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of tolerance and understanding. Amsterdam is a city that embraces art and culture. Visit the Rijksmuseum, home to Dutch masters like Rembrandt and Vermeer, or explore the Van Gogh Museum, dedicated to the life and works of the iconic painter. For a more contemporary experience, check out the modern art at the Stedelijk Museum. No trip to Amsterdam is complete without experiencing its vibrant street life. Rent a bike and join the locals as they pedal through the city's streets and canals. Explore the trendy Jordan district with its independent boutiques and cafes, or indulge in the flavors of Indonesian cuisine, a legacy of the Netherlands' colonial past. As the sun sets, find a cozy pub along one of the canals, sip on a local beer, and soak up the magical ambiance of this charming city. Imagine a place where whitewashed villages cling to volcanic cliffs overlooking the sparkling Aegean Sea. Welcome to Santorini, a Greek island that seems to exist in a perpetual sunset. Santorini is best explored on foot. Wander through the narrow streets of Oia with its iconic blue-domed churches and whitewashed houses adorned with bougainvillea. Be sure to have your camera ready, as every corner offers a postcard-perfect view. Speaking of views, Santorini is famous for its sunsets. Find a spot along the Caldera Cliffs in Oia and watch as the sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink and purple. It's a truly unforgettable experience. But Santorini is more than just pretty views. Take a boat trip to the volcano and hot springs, remnants of the volcanic eruption that shaped the island, or explore the ancient ruins of Akrotiri, a Minoan city buried by volcanic ash often compared to Pompeii. For a taste of Santorini's local flavors, sample some of the island's famous wines. The volcanic soil gives the grapes a unique flavor, and the island's wineries offer stunning views to accompany your tasting. As the day winds down, find a taverna perched on the cliffs, savor fresh seafood, and soak up the magical ambience of this Greek paradise. London, a city of timeless elegance and modern energy, invites you to step into its royal history, explore its world-class museums, and experience its vibrant cultural scene. Our journey begins in the heart of London at Buckingham Palace. Witness the changing of the guard ceremony, a colourful display of British pageantry, and imagine the Queen waving from the balcony. Afterward, take a stroll through Hyde Park, London's green oasis, and perhaps enjoy a picnic by the Serpentine Lake. Next, we'll travel back in time at the Tower of London. This historic fortress has served as a royal palace, a prison, and a treasury. Explore the tower's gruesome history marvel at the Crown Jewels, and be sure to keep an eye out for the legendary ravens. No trip to London is complete without a visit to the British Museum. Home to artifacts from around the world, including the Rosetta Stone and the Elgin marbles, the British Museum offers a fascinating glimpse into human history and culture. And the best part, it's free to enter. London is a city that embraces its theatre scene. Catch a show in the West End, London's equivalent of Broadway, and experience the magic of live theatre. From musicals to plays, there's something for everyone. As the day winds down, find a traditional London pub, enjoy a pint of ale and a hearty pub meal, and soak up the lively atmosphere. Prague, the enchanting capital of the Czech Republic, is a city of medieval charm and modern vibrancy. With its cobblestone streets, Gothic architecture, and captivating history, Prague feels like a city straight out of a fairy tale. Our journey begins in the heart of Prague at the Old Town Square. Admire the iconic astronomical clock. Watch as the hourly procession of figures delights crowds and soak up the lively atmosphere of this historic square. Next, we'll cross the Charles Bridge, a pedestrian bridge lined with Baroque statues that has connected the old town with the lesser town for centuries. Pause midway to admire the views of Prague Castle and the Vltava River. Legend has it that touching the statues brings good luck, so be sure to rub the one that catches your eye. Speaking of Prague Castle, this sprawling complex is a must-see. Explore the castle grounds, visit St. Vitus Cathedral, and enjoy panoramic views of the city from the castle gardens. It's easy to see why Prague Castle is considered one of the largest ancient castles in the world. Prague is also a city with a rich literary history. Visit the Franz Kafka Museum, dedicated to the life and works of the famous Czech writer, or explore the charming streets of the Jewish Quarter, once home to a thriving Jewish community. As the day winds down, find a traditional Czech pub, enjoy a hearty meal of goulash or roast duck, and sample some of the local beers. Cheers! Vienna, the elegant capital of Austria, is a city that waltzes to the rhythm of classical music, grand palaces, and imperial history. From the Habsburg legacy to the musical masterpieces of Mozart and Strauss, Vienna is a city that will captivate your senses. Our journey begins at the Schönbrunn Palace, the former summer residence of the Habsburg emperors. Explore the opulent staterooms, wander through the palace gardens, and imagine the grandeur of court life during the Habsburg era. Be sure to visit the Schönbrunn Zoo, one of the oldest zoos in the world. Next, we'll stroll along the Ringstrasse, a grand boulevard lined with impressive buildings, including the Vienna State Opera House, the Museum of Art History, and the Natural History Museum. Take a break at one of the traditional Viennese coffee houses and indulge in a slice of Sachertorte, a decadent chocolate cake. No trip to Vienna is complete without experiencing its musical heritage. Attend a concert at the Musikverein, home to the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra, or visit the Mozart House, where the famous composer once lived. For a more light-hearted experience, catch a performance of the Vienna Boys Choir. Vienna is also a city of parks and gardens. Escape the city bustle at the Prater, Vienna's largest park, and take a ride on the giant Ferris wheel for panoramic city views, or stroll through the Volksgarten, a beautiful park with rose gardens and a Theseus temple. As the day winds down, find a traditional Hörige, a wine tavern serving local wines and snacks, and soak up the Gemütlichkeit, the cozy and convivial atmosphere that Vienna is famous for. Dubrovnik, a Croatian city bathed in sunshine and lapped by the azure waters of the Adriatic Sea, is a destination that will steal your heart. With its stunning city walls, terracotta-roofed houses, and captivating history, Dubrovnik is a city that feels both ancient and timeless. Our journey begins at the Pile Gate, one of the city's main entrances. As you step through the gate, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time to the days when Dubrovnik was a powerful maritime republic. Walk the city walls, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, for breathtaking views of the city and the Adriatic Sea. Next, we'll wander through the Straden, Dubrovnik's main street. Lined with shops, restaurants and historic buildings, the Straden is the heart of Dubrovnik's social scene. Be sure to stop at the Franciscan Monastery, home to a beautiful Gothic cloister and one of the oldest pharmacies in Europe. Dubrovnik is also a city of beaches. Take a dip in the crystal-clear waters of Banji Beach, just a short walk from the old town, or escape the city crowds at one of the nearby islands like Lokrum Island, a nature reserve with a Benedictine monastery and a saltwater lake. For a taste of Dubrovnik's culinary scene, find a restaurant with outdoor seating along the city walls or in one of the many squares. Sample fresh seafood, local specialties like black risotto, and be sure to try a glass of Croatian wine. As the sun sets, find a spot along the city walls or on a terrace overlooking the Adriatic Sea and watch as the sky explodes in a riot of colours. It's the perfect end to a day in this magical city. Edinburgh, Scotland's captivating capital, is a city of dramatic contrasts, where ancient history collides with modern vibrancy. From its imposing castle to its charming old town and its lively new town, Edinburgh is a city that will ignite your imagination. Our journey begins at Edinburgh Castle, perched atop an extinct volcano overlooking the city. Explore the castle's historic buildings, including the Scottish Crown Jewels and the Stone of Destiny, and enjoy panoramic views of Edinburgh from the castle ramparts. Next, we'll wander down the Royal Mile, Edinburgh's historic thoroughfare that connects the castle to Holyrood Palace. Along the way, we'll pass St Giles's Cathedral, with its distinctive crown spire, and explore the close's narrow alleyways that branch off the Royal Mile. Edinburgh is also a city of literature. Visit the Writers' Museum, dedicated to the lives and works of Scottish literary giants like Robert Burns, Sir Walter Scott, and Robert Louis Stevenson. Or explore the charming neighbourhood of Dean Village with its picturesque Water of Leith walkway. No trip to Edinburgh is complete without experiencing its lively pub scene. Find a traditional pub, enjoy a pint of local ale or a dram of Scotch whisky and listen to live music. Or if you're feeling adventurous, try haggis, Scotland's national dish. As the day winds down, climb Calton Hill for breathtaking views of the city skyline, especially magical at sunset. Edinburgh, with its unique blend of history, culture and natural beauty, is a city that will stay with you long after you've said farewell. Thanks for joining us on this European adventure. We've explored bustling cities, charming villages and ancient ruins, all while soaking up the unique culture and charm that Europe has to offer. Remember, this is just a starting point. Europe is a continent brimming with endless possibilities for exploration and discovery, so pack your bags, book your flights, and get ready to create your own unforgettable European adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel tips and guides. Where will your next European adventure take you?